Alrighty, my friend, let's get started with the very basics. I'm going to go one step at a time, so try to keep up. To move forward, we're going to press W. To go back, we're going to press S. To move left, we're going to press A. To move right, we're going to press D. So if you're moving forward and you want to use the mouse to look around, you can do that. But if you want to do free look, you can hold the W key and the Alt key at the same time, and you're going to be able to move your mouse around without altering your direction. To run, hold the W key and the Shift key at the same time. To walk, W key and Control key at the same time. If you don't want to hold the Control key the entire time, you can double tap it and then press W and it's going to continue walking. To revert that, you can tap the Control key or the Shift key and it's going to go back to your jog. Moving on, we're going to press C to crouch, C to stand up, and you can go prone by holding C from any position. You can be crouching or standing, but as long as you hold the C, it's going to take you there. To jump, we're going to use the space bar. And to change perspectives of view from first to third person, we're going to press the V, back and forth. To communicate with other players, hold the caps lock key, and to adjust the volume of your voice, use the up arrow on your keyboard. You tap it as many times as you need, depending if you want to have a low voice or a loud voice. To open up your inventory, click the tab key. To close it, you can use the tab key or the escape key. But while you have your inventory open, make sure to use your hot slots down here. Now, if you want to open up your HUD, you tab on this key right here, which I have no idea what it's called. But if you tap it, you're going to be able to see your slots, and from 1 through 10 or 1 through 0 all the way through, you're going to have the different ones. That's going to continue to disappear. Now, if you want to make your HUD available, you hold the same key and it's going to show you your HUD. If you don't want to see the HUD and you're kind of like what I'm doing right now, taking videos or something like that, just hold that key right there and it's going to make it go away. But to see the slots, you just tap it in and out and you're going to be able to see the items. Now, if you press on the different numbers, you're going to be able to switch between the weapons and the items that you have. So let me do a little bit of free look here so you see what I'm talking about. Different items, different numbers, correct? All the way through. To open up the game menu, press the escape key and then use the mouse to navigate it. It doesn't really matter what you're looking for. If you're trying to enable your mouse and keyboard and play with the sensitivity, here's where you would have it and play with the sensitivity right here. This is all we have available for mouse and keyboard. And the reality is that I recommend that you put this all the way down if you're doing mouse and keyboard, as it's very, very sensitive. To unpin a grenade, click on the left click. To repin your grenade, click on the left click. Grenades are not going to blow up in your hand. As long as the grenade is in your hand, he's holding on to the secondary safety. So he just took off the pin, but that doesn't mean that the grenade is going to blow up. You're going to press on the G key on your keyboard and then hold the left click until you're satisfied and then release it. And there it goes. Skadoosh. Let's move on to melee. To melee, you're going to hold the right click and then tap the left click as many times as you feel needed to take down your target. Same thing if you had a melee weapon in your hand. You're going to pretty much do exactly the same. But let's say that you wanted to do a little bit something more exciting. Start by running, and once you get close to your target, double tap on the left click to do that heavy smash. It's going to work for both melee weapons and for your punches. The same thing goes for weapons. If you have a weapon in your hand and you hold the right click, it's going to give you that kind of hip fire aim. But if you want to get a closer look at your target and aim from the shoulder, tap on the scroll key on your mouse. But let's say that we have a weapon that actually has a scope on it. We do exactly the same thing, and this is something that is pretty cool about the hunting scope. Once you tap and you're aiming down, you can actually scroll up and down to actually get a better zoom. Or you can go back by scrolling back on the same key on your mouse. If you want to hold your breath while aiming down, you're going to press on the control key. And there you go. And then you use the left click to take the shot. To drop an item from your hands, hold the G key. And to pick it up, press the F key. The F key is also going to work for opening doors and basic actions. You can actually use this, instead of using the F key, you're going to use the left click as an action key as well. Another cool thing about the mouse itself is that you can zoom in and out by tapping on the scroll key. So if you're just kind of moving around, or you're just trying to get a kind of a sense of what's going on and get a closer look, just make sure to tap on the scroll key, and it's going to give you that zoom in and out. And it works also in first person, which is pretty cool. If you have a weapon that has multiple fire rates, you can press on the X key while aiming down. Actually, I don't think you have to aim down. Let me see here. You don't have to actually aim down. You just press on the X key to change the fire rate. So that way you can go from fully auto to semi-auto. And you can do it while you're aiming and while you're, just looking down. To melee with your weapon, hold the right click on your mouse and then press the F key. While aiming down from the hip or from the shoulder, you can press the Q key to lean left and the E key to lean right. That way you can peek. To open up the emotes, hold the period key and then move your mouse around to find the emote that you would like. And finally, we're going to have the Windows key to open up the Xbox menu.